This week, we are featuring a car company's CSR project that continues to benefit several communities in outlying areas.
Operation Better World. With this, Ford Philippines hopes to improve the quality of lives of several communities in the country. It is also the umbrella CSR project of Ford around the world. Ms. Josephine Gonzalez is the Assistant Vice President for Government and Corporate Affairs of Ford Philippines, and the lady is likewise in charge of handling the CSR projects of the company.
This is our way of prioritizing, helping the communities that where we live and where we think we should be serving. The community that we have chosen for the Philippines is the Gawad Kalinga community. So we partner with the GK Foundation to be able to serve to these communities.
Formally, Ford Philippines embarked on this project in 2014 with funds received from Ford Asia Pacific. There are two aspects of this CSR project: clean water access and healthcare services, which include medical and dental missions, as well as healthcare training for community residents.
Ever since we thought that we have been helping GK communities in Laguna, so there was no formality at that time wherein we no agreement. So our employees actually volunteer in building houses, painting jobs during the in building the community. So we have actually we have seen how they help the community, and there's organization. We want our partners to be able also to help sustain also the help that we will be able to provide. And we saw how professional the GK coordinators and the management in engaging also the community. So at the same time, we also partnered with AmCham Foundation. AmCham Foundation is the one administering our project because we have limited also people, so it's AmCham Foundation administering all the projects with the beneficiary being the GK community.
Ford believes that communities would still need help after the houses have been built. Ms. Gonzalez herself personally goes to the communities during the implementation of each project. It is heartening to note that Ford employees and employees of Ford dealerships also volunteer their time to engage with the residents.
After each project, we do assessment, and also annually we do also assessment to be able to improve also on the program. Like in the case of the healthcare training, when we embarked on that 3 years ago, it has actually improved based on what training or module that we should be concentrating in.
Learning is constant and never-ending, and they learn from their mistakes and continue to improve in their implementation. They also continue to work closely with Gawad Kalinga Foundation.
They will be the one to suggest communities that needs help. Of course, in the case of Ford, we started our health assistance in southern Luzon because this is where we're closer to. We have easier access in terms of help, in terms of our employees going to these communities. So we concentrated first in our first few years in Laguna. Of course, in Muntinlupa, where we hold office, that's the first thing that we should be helping. Cavite, Batangas. And now, last year, we started going to Northern Luzon, Bulacan, and Nueva Ecija.
They also ensure that there are Ford dealers near the communities where there are development projects so they can make use of the volunteers from the Ford dealership.
So far, as I think we have served 15 GK communities just for medical and dental mission alone. But we have actually gone to the community twice or thrice in the past. So, but 15 as per my count. In the case of the communal water, we have gone to 8 communities in Leyte and additional 3 in Nueva Ecija and Batangas. So, approximately about 11 communities for water access, about 15 for medical and dental missions.
Ford Philippines initially concentrated on the Leyte area, which was the most devastated during the deadly typhoon.
We donated the water system in Ormoc City because the water in this community was contaminated after Typhoon Haiyan. Because of this water system, we gave them the convenience of not having to walk 30 minutes to an hour to get water.
This was the situation before the water system was donated. They need to open this water hose to fetch water. This is exactly where they get their drinking water and bring it to their respective houses.
The water system that was donated to us is very helpful to all the members in this community, and all of us are very thankful for this.
I'm really grateful for the blessing he has given to us.
Ford turned over 2 completed water projects in Leyte and 11 water projects which benefited 1,400 families between 2014 and 2017. In cooperation with the American Chamber Foundation Philippines, the company helped improve the quality of life in GK communities in Muntinlupa, Laguna, Cavite, and Batangas, and sent a medical mission to Marawi City in 2017. So far, their medical missions have benefited no less than 2,419 people. In the next few years, the company fanned out to other areas which GK suggested to bring healthcare volunteer training.
Okay, we will continue with our Operation Better World, concentrating on provision of communal water projects. And also the healthcare services, which is medical and dental mission, probably include also sending optometrists also and eye doctors to the community, because we saw also need for this. At the same time, expand on the healthcare volunteers training, not just in Luzon, but also extend it to the Visayas. Probably go back also to Leyte, because these are disaster-prone area, and it's also important for the residents to understand also how they could be empowered and be able to provide assistance with their communities, to their communities.
In partnership with the American Chamber Foundation of the Philippines and the Gawad Kalinga Community Development Foundation, Ford Philippines has shown a distinguishable light on several underprivileged communities outside Metro Manila.